Floss Tube, it's Jen from Jen's Stitching Niche. Today is March 18th and I'm back for another video. It's been a while, but I'll explain what's been going on and why I've been absent from Floss Tube for a while. I've got lots of exciting things to share. Since my last video, a month and a half has passed. My birthday is come and gone. I've been to a retreat. I've been to market, and I've had a lot of stitching. Lots and lots of stitching, which is exciting. So I've got lots to share today. Last week was spring break, which helped out with my stitching goals. I actually finished 3 different projects last week, I think. I've been busy. But, so I've got lots to share with finishes as well. I only had to go on campus twice last week. I had a meeting on Tuesday, and then I had to go and check the labs. But, I have a person that preps the labs, but I had to make sure all the materials were there. And so I went in and took care of that. And one day I had to go and help out a friend who was having surgery and needed someone to, she said, drive her home. I don't think she realized that I had to stay with her in the surgery center. So I hung out at the surgery center for half a day, which was no big deal. They're very sweet people, so I don't mind helping them. The lady that I was helping is one of our stitching friends. She doesn't do Floss Tube. I don't even think she knows about Floss Tube. At least she's never let on she's seen our Floss Tube. So big secret, I guess. But today was the first day back from spring break, and because I was in such a good mood, the classes went smooth. My students were like very fortunate. They got points for showing up and doing a survey. They didn't even have to. I think they were very happy, but they've worked very hard. This group that I was really nice to, they work really, really hard. This is the 2nd semester of anatomy and physiology, and they're scoring higher scores than I've ever seen. So they earned an easy day. So I've got a clip from kind of a market overview or market review, I guess, with Alicia and Bridget, and I'll insert that in just a minute. And then I just have to share my stitching plans because I've joined the cult of School of Magical Stitches and Literature, and I am all in. I love it. It is really good at getting us to work on projects that we would otherwise overlook. And it's just a lot of fun. My sister Sharon, Clarkie's Projects, or Clarkie's Crafts, excuse me, she's also joined. So if you watch her videos, she talks about it as well. Before I get into my own kind of materials and projects and everything, what I'll do is I'll insert a clip here of me and Bridget and Alicia talking about market. Hey everybody, it's Jen, Alicia, and Bridget from Jen's Stitching Niche. So we're back from market plus a couple of weeks. It's been spring break and I didn't want to do a video, so
That's okay. Me either.
I'll let y'all introduce yourself.
I'm Bridget. I'm the little sister.
My little sister.
I'm Alicia. I'm the adopted sister.
My adopted sister. And
My
your
adopted sister.
Yeah. So we went to market almost 2 weeks ago, and we went for my shop, and then they were my assistants, and they were wonderful. It was really, I mean, I was talking about the fact that I need like one more person to do video or to do photos, and I got everything covered because Alicia's like, keeps all the records. Bridget pulls the trunk.
My job is to take all the stuff out of
and
her
snarky
hands.
comments. She's got that down.
Yeah, snarky comments are good.
And it was a really good experience. I don't think I could have done it without them. But we were able to get the products we needed for the most part.
Yeah.
I think we got everything.
Yeah, I think you got everything that you wanted.
And get things posted really quickly, thanks to the 2 of them.
That was key.
That was very, and then we got back on Monday night and started packing orders, and Alicia actually helped me pack orders. That's for Leslie, Fat Cat Halsey. She's not in heat, but she's got a baby kitten that she thinks it's her kitten. It's her stuffed animal. When she makes that noise, she's got her baby.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Which is a stuffed puppy. It's a long story, but anyway.
Who are we to judge?
Exactly. So, but we got back and started packing orders. And how late did you stay that night?
Oh, probably about 9.
9. We
9 or so.
we got a lot. Even her husband came over and helped.
Did he really? I didn't
For a
realize
little
that.
bit.
He was putting the free charts in.
He was doing the free
like-
charts, folding those up, getting them ready to go. He
Yeah.
did good.
And Sharon helped with that as well, so that helped out a lot.
Did
So-
she come back and help you the next day?
She was sick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she tried to, but I made her go home because she looked bad. I mean, she looked really sick.
You don't need those germs around you.
No, and I think she looked like she did not feel well.
Oh,
I might go home.
I'm sorry.
So
She had too much fun.
yeah, Sharon, my older sister, Clarky's
Clocky's Crafts.
Crafts. Thank you, Lisha. She went to Franklin with us, but she didn't go to market. She went and hung out at Katrina. She was at the retreat Katrina was putting on that same weekend, so she got to be entertained, I guess. So she had a good time. We actually got to go and sit and stitch with them the last night. So
That was nice. I think I'm going to do that next year.
yeah, Katrina.
You're on your own.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we're going to go hang out with Katrina.
No, Katrina knows better. She's already asked. She hasn't. I'm just going. She's trying to recruit y'all.
Maybe I'll go help Katrina next year. We
No,
never
we'd never get anything done.
We wouldn't
I
get anything
know.
done.
So,
Just
but
stand around and make snarky comments.
exactly. But it was a good market.
Yes.
We tore it up. I
We
mean,
did.
we had a lot of product. We came back with a truckload.
We did. Quite literally.
And I would love to show you the things that I got at market, but I don't have anything left. You all have it. So, I mean,
You'll already know what it is.
it was amazing. But everything was so great. There were lots of good products. I
Lots of good
loved.
stuff.
Honestly, I have, even though she's my bestie. Teresa's Savior's Praise to me was the market. How do I say that? Market. Superstar. Yeah. I mean, it was gorgeous. I can remember her calling me. And hasn't been that long ago, which again makes that sampler even more amazing. Telling me this idea that she had and how cool it was going to be. And then she showed me a couple of like snippets of it. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty. And when she showed me the whole thing, I'm like, you just came up with this. How in the world did you get that much into one pattern?
There's a lot in there.
It is, and it's really pretty.
It
She
is
did a great.
jam-packed.
It's gorgeous.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
I don't even like samplers, and I like that.
It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful,
It's
and it's
beautiful.
Teresa.
Yeah.
When you look at it, you know that's Teresa. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very much
Very
her
pretty.
design aesthetic. So
She's gonna have to outdo herself next year. What's she
I
gonna do?
know. She's probably working
I
on
hope
it
she's
now.
starting now.
Yeah, poor thing. So, happy birthday, Teresa. Her birthday was last week during
Happy
the week of
birthday.
spring break. And she and I had big plans. We were going to do all kinds of stuff during spring break.
You didn't do any of it, did
We
you?
didn't do any of it. So, spring break's over.
I didn't get a spring break. Although
I didn't either.
I did. And I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I got a lot of things to show you. I stitched like a crazy woman. So, let's do this. I'm going to let Lisha show you her market goodies.
I have just a few. I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy.
I don't have any market goodies to show because I left my bag at the house.
I guess she's a
So,
slacker.
I'm a slacker.
Ill prepared. I have taught them nothing.
Yeah.
I have tried and tried and tried.
I'm not ill prepared. It was very well prepared. I just really loved it sitting on the couch.
She had 2 children to wrangle.
I did, and neither one of them were behaving.
They're never behaved.
How old are your boys?
They are 13 and 10, and apparently they think that it's okay to wear sandals and shorts whenever it's
50 degrees in South Mississippi.
Well, let them learn.
Yeah. It's cold. I have
Bring
to
back-
wear a toboggan to Walmart.
You people up north are like, shut up.
Yeah. Somebody was on the
It's not
video
that
going, it's
cold.
like 55 degrees. It's so nice and warm outside. I'm like, where's my hat? I did look kind of stupid going into Walmart this morning with my hat, but it keeps your head warm.
It wasn't that cold.
It's cold to me. It's cold. I'm cold now.
All right, show us what you got.
Okay, some of my favorite things at market were the Blue Flower Stitching quilting bee. That was probably my all-time favorite, which I don't have now because my local needle workshop
Has it? I have it
closet
downstairs.
ran out of it.
Yeah.
I think she was withholding from me. But it's downstairs. Y'all seen that by now. My next favorite thing were all the hands-on designs, Scary Apothecary. Bat balm. Broomstick.
You're good
fuel,
at this, Lisha.
and bitter brew. Those are so much fun. I can't wait for the rest of them to come out. I'm going to start on those pretty quick, I think. I have too many things to start. I'm lying. I'm never going to start these.
Stitch Mania. Stitch Mania.
I don't do that. I got the thread pack, the chronic thread pack for all the scary apothecaries. I got the thread pack. What are these, Jennifer?
That's Valdani.
The Valdani thread pack for the Ink Circles Dog's Declaration. I've already got that, and I've shown that on my videos before, but I decided I needed the thread pack for that too.
Those are pretty.
They are beautiful. I'm not going to open those. You'll see it when I get them done.
Yeah.
But I went by the Ink Circles place and got those. I thought that was neat. Lady Dots Creates, they had all kinds of amazing finishing packs, trims, and everything. And so I just got the spangled, the red, white, and blue. I can probably use that more than the others.
Yeah, those are
because I finished so much. I've been wanting to start a chatelaine. I got a chatelaine mini last year at Market, and it is still sitting in my to-do box. So I got another one today. It's a full-size one at this Market. Butterfly Lace Mandala.
So pretty.
Very
I
pretty.
can't wait to start that.
You got to get a scroll frame, and you got to get a stand
and a special mirror and all that stuff.
Magnifying
glass.
No.
Yeah,
I'm going to stitch that in hand.
No, you're not.
Watch me.
Just got to get all the accoutrement.
I can totally do it. I've eyed this for a while too. Jen picked it up for me. She thought I needed it. Glendon Place.
Flowers of Holy Night.
Okay.
So
I'm looking on the front and I don't see it. There it
Right
is.
there.
Flowers of the Holy Night. They look like poinsettias. But they're
really
pretty. I love that. I love Glendon Place stuff. It's so much fun. Oh yeah, I forgot the hands-on design. Life needs more chocolate bunnies.
Yeah.
Amen.
I agree. I
Very
think she
cute.
should have put real chocolate bunnies in these packs, but whatever. Maybe next year. And I'm a dog person, so I had to have the Wolf Block Party hands-on
Very
design.
That is cute.
Should have gotten the cat.
You should have.
Yeah.
She still hasn't said which one was the most popular, but
Cats.
dogs have my vote.
Okay.
That's all I got.
What did you bring, Bridget? Nothing.
I got a really cute mermaid drum from
Praiseworthy Stitches.
Praiseworthy Stitches. My friends have just recently discovered that I am obsessed with blue-haired mermaids.
I've known her for 20-something years, never knew that.
I kept it secret until
Move
just
closer
recently.
towards me, Bridget. You're not this afraid. There
I'm
you are.
good. But I've got this cute little drum from Praiseworthy Stitches, and I got the little pack to go with it to make it. So that'll sit in my dresser drawer for the next, 10 years. And eventually I'll make it. It's adorable. That's the big thing I bought.
I don't know. I don't think this is stuff necessarily that I got for myself. I just haven't posted on my shop.
Sure. We'll go
We're
with
going to
that.
go with that.
So this one is mine. So I know this is one thing I got for me. I got a mandala. I'm in a chatelaine as well. And I got the Poison Garden mandala.
Oh, so pretty.
I'm excited about this. I was telling my friend Donna about it and how much it cost to buy through the European needlework. What is it? European cross stitch, the kit. Her husband's sitting on the other side of her when I was telling her, and he just stopped typing and kind of didn't look directly at me. I don't think he was
aware.
I don't think he was pleased that I was explaining it to her and telling it's totally up your alley. You should totally do this.
I know, I've got to hurry up and get my kit for that so it can sit in the drawer for 10 years before I can do it.
And then I also got Glendon Place. This is the Helianthus sunflower. And I got the bead set to go with that.
That one's pretty. I love that. I love the colors.
So, yeah, that's pretty. I got the threads to go with the Life Needs More Chocolate Bunnies. I'm going to try this out. This will be my first project using the Sulky. So I'm excited about that.
I think I already have all those.
Let's see. No, hold that. That's not Market stuff. Where is it?
What else did you get?
Well, I got some of these. Now, I bought this set. There was one of the vendors had different wood stuff, so I got a set of these little thread holders.
I got a set of those. Are
Be
cute.
grateful. And I think I've got some extra sets that'll probably get posted on my site this next week. But I thought, let me do this one more time. Sorry, I'm not good at this. But isn't that cute? Be grateful. So it's just the thread holder. That's the other. I got 2 of those packs.
Right.
So that gets posted. This is my set. Aren't these the prettiest? This is for the Scary Apothecary. These are the Krynex. And I love the fact that they're not super bright. They're very
kind of matte.
It's like,
but still sparkly.
yeah, it's kind of like primitive sparkle.
Spooky sparkle.
Yeah.
That's what she was going for.
I got at, this is
I need to
the,
hold this.
that might work.
This
I
is
got
my
this
job.
needle.
Hold this bag.
Needle minder with a cat. Isn't
That's
that
cute.
So that's, and some more of these thread things. It's so much fun. Oh, this is some stuff that I got to post. I have to post these. So these are some more of the little needle boards. This is from that same company that I don't know their name.
Cute.
So those will be posted soon.
Love these.
And then, what is the name? Retromantic Fripperies. They have some of the cutest things. Look at this. It's a needle board. Excuse me. It's got a needle minder. It is a square. So you've got the square at the bottom, and then you can put your threads on it down here. So
Flip it over.
And a ruler on the back.
and a ruler on the back. So it's like a multi-tool. So I have a few of these. I'm keeping one, and I'm going to post these other 2 on my shop probably by the end of the week. And they gave us a little freebie. And then this is just a needle board. A needle
one of
board,
those.
not a needle board, a thread board, which I love. And it's got the ruler.
That's fun.
So I have one of those to post because I got to keep the other one for myself. And chickens. So this is a square, and then it's got a place to put the threads. So those will be posted.
It's like I haven't seen these before.
I know.
What's got in there?
It's in here. Like we didn't stand around and talk about it.
And then from Primitive Hair, this is one of her thread boards. So I got 2 of those.
I like those.
It's pretty.
That is pretty.
Inches, Santa.
This is from Praiseworthy Stitches. This is the drum you were talking about. It's this kind of drum, but hers had mermaids on it. You don't have to finish it as a drum. You can just leave it this way. And they were selling the set and then the finishing set as well. So I thought that was cute. I got this
I didn't
one.
know what that went. I saw those sitting around and I didn't know what that went with.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it just goes with that. It doesn't come with the Just Another Button Company buttons. You have to order those separately. But, I mean, it's cute.
That's very
I
nice.
like it. And then they had a Halloween one, and I don't have the chart. I guess it's downstairs, but I have the finishing kits. Who knows? Jennifer. Stacy Nash had her thread boards. I always love her thread boards. So I got these for myself.
I didn't see those. Those are cute.
Cute. Because I didn't show them to y'all.
She's holding out. That ain't right.
All right then.
Oh, and did I show that already?
Uh-uh.
So this was
That was
also
pretty.
Retromantic Fripperies. I have a couple of those maybe. And then they also have needle minders.
I love that.
That is cute.
That's cute. I don't think I would use some thread boards, but they're pretty.
Am I going too fast? If I am, I'm sorry. And then that other company, I can't remember the name, not Retromantic Fripperies, they also had some cute needle minders, bee skip needle minders. So these will be posted.
I kind of see a theme. Bees and chickens.
Bees and
Bees
chickens.
and chickens.
I have bees and I have chickens.
And one day I'll have bees and chickens when I'm not living in the city.
So Praiseworthy Stitches does these little kits. And I think that people don't realize how cute these are because the pictures on these are really small. But
Very
this is
small.
a humbug bag. And it has all of the materials to make a little needle slide and a little scissor fob. It's really cute. So the whole kit comes all packaged together.
Does it have the little metal tin in there?
Yeah, it's got
I
the
see
metal
it.
tin
Okay.
in there. It's got all the little accoutrement to put together, and it's really cute.
You're going to have to do that and show everybody.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, one to sell and one to keep. So I'll work on that.
Get right on that.
By the way, everybody that knows me has heard this, but I've got like 7 weeks of school left, and then I have the whole summer off. So I have plans. I have the whole summer off. 14 weeks.
She's not teaching this summer.
No, I'm not. I know I'm not, because when you go on our online materials, summer doesn't even show up under my name, so they can't
Yay.
even trick
sneak
me.
it in now.
So another set of these. I'm a little bit frantic.
Why are you frantic?
I don't know. I think that's everything. The rest of the stuff is. I did the Stitchy box. They had the grab bags, and I did a couple of those.
And they're just thrown down in here.
Yeah, they're all in here. I did get some of the little raspberries. Have y'all seen these?
They're very cute.
Taylor Nash, Stacy's daughter, does amazing work with these waxers. So this is a raspberry. Isn't that cute?
That's
Oh,
fancy.
we're going to hypnotize somebody. That's so cute.
Fancy.
It smells just
Can I
like
touch it?
beeswax. Yes, you can touch
Stop touching it.
it. She did a good job.
They're very pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would use it. I
And
think I would
it's-
just hang it somewhere and let it be pretty.
Let it be pretty.
It's all, I mean,
Be
she
my
does
scissor
a
fall.
good job. Everything's so clean. You know, when you do these, it's real easy to have little edges and everything, but she does a good job cleaning up. And she's like in the 8th grade or something.
She was
She is very young.
Yes.
She's very sweet.
She was very nice.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that.
Okay.
All a market.
All a market. And then lots of cool stuff online. Check out my shop.
Our shirts.
Do you love my shirt? Who wants to turn around and show the back?
You, because you're in the middle.
Okay.
You know, that stuff.
Lisha did this as a surprise. That's not going to work. Can y'all see it?
Yes.
Do I look like Alton Brown from the back?
No.
Everything that I could come up with that said cross stitch or meant cross stitch to me, I tried to stick on here.
So they're very cute.
This was my very first Cricut t-shirt attempt.
And we got lots of compliments at the
Yes,
retreat.
she
Go
did.
big or go home.
Great job.
Yeah, Alicia doesn't believe in doing anything like tiny to
Small
begin with.
scale.
Nah, just go for it.
It was really cool.
I did have to go back and get some more vinyl because it cut all the way through a couple of times, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
I appreciate it. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
They turned
We
out
looked
cute.
very
I
cute.
liked it.
They knew we were
We were all
together.
professional.
Come closer, Bridget. Okay, so
So what you got?
I've been stitching like a crazy lady. I am a member of the school of, what is it?
Magical.
The School of
Stitches.
Magical Stitches and Literature. I
I'm not
love
even a
it.
member and I know it.
It is amazing. And what I love about it is it gets you working on these projects and you finish things. I didn't even bring up some of the finishes. Where's my box of finishes?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show them. I'll do another clip and show the finishes that I'm not going to show you in this clip because I have been working like a crazy lady. So you get your assignments and then you go through all of your whips and you pick out what you're going to do for those assignments. And that's fun because I love to do that kind of stuff. And you plan. And I have a planner for my stitching. But you know, this is special. And so it needs its own planner. And I was at Books A Million and in their clearance, they had a Hogwarts planner. I was so excited. I had to control myself not to jump up and down in the middle of Books A Million.
You probably should have bought all they had.
I bought
Listed
two.
them on your
She
site.
bought two.
2 of the 3 they had. The only other one they had was all kind of stretched out. So I bought one for me and one for Sharon. I called Sharon. I'm like, you will never guess what they have here for $3. She's like, get it for me. But it's a day planner. And it's perfect because you've got your week. And then you've got all this to write down all your tasks. And you're like,
Homework. Homework.
Homework. I love it. So
Yeah.
I've got it. It's all started. That was a fine. $3. Books A Million. Go look at their clearance. But
I
it's
thought that was a misprint. I went in there and saw all their calendars and planners.
Yeah. I was going to say, you saw
$3.
this and didn't tell me.
No, I did not see that. I'm sure it was there, but
This was over with the Harry Potter stuff. It wasn't
Oh.
with their planners.
Oh, okay. No,
I
I
was
didn't
just
see
joking.
that.
I did think it for a second. She saw it. She didn't tell me. What was that?
Something that fell out of your lap. Your phone.
Oh, okay.
We don't need that.
We need that.
All right.
Over here.
And then my other stuff, I have not made a video since February 1st. I don't know. It's been over a month. No, it's been before February. Okay, let me explain. So my idea, I said this on my last video, this semester is going to be so great because I have Mondays. I don't have to be on campus until 11. I can do my videos, post them. Everything's great. I went to work that day, and they're like, okay, Monday at 8:30, you need to be on campus for this meeting. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. I can miss one. And then the next Monday, we were on a retreat. That's fine. And then the next Monday, they called another meeting.
Y'all have more meetings than anybody I've ever seen.
Well, and these are the people that don't like meetings. That's my thing. I'm like, he doesn't even like to meet, and he's called 2 meetings on Monday at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
That's crazy. It's better than Friday at 4 o'clock.
No, I'm doing meetings then. No, that's when we have our faculty meetings. But, so I'm sorry. It's just been crazy. But you will not believe this. I'm like, okay, after spring break, we're good. I will start doing my Monday meetings. I check my email on Friday, and that same guy sent a meeting, and it's like, we need to have a meeting. I'm like, no, not at Monday.
I'm not available.
My other life has, I need to do something. So I'm sorry. I haven't done any videos. So I did not get information out on my March Sal. My March Sal was Brick House Sampler from Brenda Gervais. I'm doing a new Brenda Gervais start each month. So I did Brick House Sal. No, that's not right. That's what I did in January. Blessed Be is my March. And I stitched it on a piece of Kitten Stitcher fabric.
You're already done with your March Sal?
Yes, I'm burning it up. So I don't know what this is. When Teresa started dyeing fabric, she did a bunch of these little swatches to see how things would turn out, and then she shared them with me, which was great.
Perks of friendship.
So I stitched this one. This is Blessed Be.
That's pretty.
That's pretty.
And
You did that fast.
It was so much fun to stitch. And I substituted, if I didn't have the thread in my basket, I substituted. So a lot of this is Victorian motto. I just pulled it off. So, isn't that
Very
pretty?
cute.
I got to stitch something with Victorian motto. I haven't used mine yet.
I love it.
I got all up in the Floss of the Month Club, and I hadn't used a bit of it.
The white is old white.
That's pretty.
So it's
I like
so
that.
pretty.
Mm-hmm. Do they stitch nice?
Yes, it's like silky.
It feels
Really
just
soft.
Feeling it feels really nice.
So that's one of my finishes. And then for this past week, the homework was 300 stitches in brown or chocolate, because if you a Dementor scares you, if
Chocolate
you,
makes it better.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to do 300 stitches in chocolate or brown, and then the other one is you had to stitch 300 stitches on a project that had something that has claws or talons. And I am not kidding you. I woke up last Monday night about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I wonder if they posted homework. Pulled up my phone, looked it up, and I'm like, yes, I know exactly what I'm going to stitch on. Henrietta. That's obsessive.
That is obsessive.
Yes. A little crazy.
It was.
Whoever started this Facebook group
knows me. Thank you.
just giving her something else to obsess about.
3 a.m. I am sleeping at 3 a.m.
But I mean, I
I'm not
literally.
thinking about cross
Poor hobby, I didn't wake him up. I told him wanted to. I'm like, I'm going to stitch on Henrietta. So I stitched on Henrietta, and I stitched, and I finished her.
Look at her.
Isn't she cute?
Isn't she adorable?
And fully finished it. Look at that.
Yes, I
I'm
got
so
a-
impressed.
And made her, and she stuffed with sawdust, just like Stacey Nash would expect.
Very nice. If I want to do a stand-up, will you put it together for me?
Sure,
Will you be my Vanna?
I'll be your fun.
I found somebody to do my drums for the hands-on design. What's it, around the holidays?
Ray?
Ray said she would do it for me.
Was she
She didn't
drinking?
ring.
I probably. But I'm going to hold her to it. Other people heard her say that.
I heard her say it.
And then my last thing is I'm working on this is part of my 3-day focus. So I've been doing my 3-day focus, and I've been finishing them. So Henrietta was a 3-day focus and homework, double.
She got to check off 2 lists. Check
And then
marks make her happy.
I've had this started, and I started stitching on it, and this is going fast. I mean, I'm almost finished with it. So this is Ghoul Tidings. This is a Plum Street. She's released the sew in this magazine. So that's the Halloween edition, Just Cross Stitch 2013, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so all I have left to do
Shut me to do it.
is down here is the other little cat, and then put the reins, because she's pulling. The
That little
cats
cat?
are pulling that wagon.
That little bee cat.
Yeah. And again, I'm using
Strong cat.
Victorian motto. There's magical cats. Victorian motto substituting. And I'm substituting it as close to the called for as possible.
Oh, that's pretty.
I love it. And I don't know what this fabric is. It's 28 count. I'm almost tempted to say, well, I'm going to say it. I think it's weak style work.
Let me see.
But it's really thick.
Feels nice.
I don't know. I'll show it to Teresa. She'll probably know exactly
Y'all
what it is.
know everything. Y'all can just look at something and know exactly what it is, what size, when it came out.
I'm channeling my inner Teresa. You have to smell it.
Did you just? Yeah. I didn't want to say it on tape, but I'm thinking, did you just smell that?
Teresa sniffs everything.
She does.
She does.
It's a thing.
Oh, this is Market. This
Oh, I
was
like that.
the
I want one of
Hoffman
those.
Little House collaboration.
Isn't that pretty?
That's yours.
Oh, good.
Why
I
isn't it
forgot to
mine?
Because I like her better. So,
It's got the threads with it too. Classic Colorworks. That's pretty. I just thought I needed that.
yeah, it's really cute. I'm trying to get more. Hoffman hasn't posted on, but as soon as they post them, I'll order some more.
Oh, okay.
And you'll get one too.
I don't need it. It's very cute. I am a
I'll
very,
stitch it
very,
before she
very
will.
slow stitcher.
Okay, so I showed you my March start. The April sow for my Brenda Gervais. I've thought long and hard about this because I have a lot of Brenda Gervais stuff, and she had a lot of good projects at Market.
Mm-hmm.
We
Did
got
you
to
tell her about your?
Yeah, she didn't think I was crazy.
No, she didn't.
She was very nice about it.
We
When
just
she
sat
held
down
her
and sit
call,
down and
she's
chat
probably
with her
going,
a lot.
"Oh my Lord." She was very nice. So, she had a lot of really good things at Market, and I'm like, should I start something that was released at Market, or should I start some of the things that I have? So,
Some of both.
3 days ago, I sat down and pulled out all of my Brenda Gervais past releases and kind of went through them. They all look so boring now because Market, you know. So I decided I was going to do a Market release. So I went downstairs to my stock, and I was going to go pull out something from Brenda's. I'm like, you sold everything. Except, I'm like, but I haven't sold any of this one. And I wonder why, because I love this one. Because I didn't post it. So this is what we're doing for April. Because I love it, and I was able to get a copy for myself. So it's the Quaker sewing tray. It's stitched on 32 count mudstone from Silkweaver, which I've got Silkweaver, but I don't order Silkweaver because you don't get Silkweaver. So I'm stitching it on Grass Stain from Kitten Stitcher.
Very cute.
That's
Isn't that
really
pretty?
I love that.
And I did a conversion to Victorian motto. So these are the threads.
I'm so glad you're using all your new threads.
Isn't that pretty? This doesn't. All right, so that's what I'm going to do, and I think it's going to look beautiful. Because again, like I've said in past videos, I love to use fabric that is very close into the color family of the threads. Not exactly, but close enough. So I did that with Indigo Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
So there's that.
Very nice.
She has a very good eye for color. She picks out all my stuff for me.
So this is going to be,
Very
how do I do it? April, it'll be APR Quaker Sewing Tray Sow.
I don't even remember seeing this one. So
I
we
don't
didn't,
either.
like, was it stashed in something?
I don't know. I mean, I said something to Teresa about it. I said, you know, I haven't sold one of those. And then I looked, and it's like, because nobody could.
Nobody can buy it if you're hiding it.
So, but I've got
Well, where
my,
was that hiding? Why didn't we post
That's
it?
what I'm
Conversion.
saying. Like, I didn't
How
even
did we
see
miss
this
it?
one.
we had so much, ladies. It was crazy. I literally had a truckload.
When we went through the Market stuff, I would type up the descriptions and email them to Jennifer. And
With
Jennifer,
snarky titles.
yes, with snarky titles.
One of them was, you need to work on your management skills.
I tried rude. I tried to relate
Some are
them.
much more colorful.
Yeah, some can't be spoken about here.
It
But-
made me laugh a lot.
Well, you know, it's a way to keep everybody getting stressed. But I would send them Jennifer post them on Etsy. Except for the ones that I typed up for like 2 hours. And then Jennifer was like, I already have these in here.
There was one.
It was one.
Group.
Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else?
I don't know. What else you
Yeah.
got? Scissors and tape measure and such.
That one's
I
cute.
made one. This is what I did. I made one
That's
of these.
pretty.
So I added the top part. So I watched Calico's
Okay. I need to know
tutorial. And so
I would like them just
I
a
gotta look at
little
this.
bit bigger. The ones that I made about that size need to be a little bit wider because sometimes a full size chart it's hard to get down in there.
then just add an
Oops, sorry, I mean to scratch.
There's a lot of math involved.
plus one.
She can make these shirts with no instruction.
But the thing with
I watched a YouTube video.
Calico does hers is that you do the back and everything, and then you lay your insert, this part behind the vinyl, on top of your backing fabric, and then you measure an inch all the way around. So you don't have to do all the measuring. And then you actually iron it in. Calico,
I'll go
watch her
that.
tutorial.
Okay.
It's a lot. I mean,
I'm sorry, I can't
You
help
should
it.
link
I
that at the
look
bottom of this video
I
so
will
I can
link
find it.
Yes.
it. So that I can find it.
And she does a really good job showing you how to do your corners, so my corners look.
Your corners do look good.
Thank you.
That's the hardest part.
But after this, I
Couldn't
should
expect
probably
that.
put Calico up there for however much a new sewing machine is going to cost me. Because after doing this, I've decided my sewing machine, which I bought on Amazon, isn't good because I can't keep a straight line. And when you watch Calico, she doesn't pin anything. She doesn't pin anything. She just holds it and it just zips through perfect little, lines. And mine, I'm pinning it, holding it, sewing, and it still does like this.
Me too.
I don't pin
Me
anything
too.
because I get tired of having to pull the pins in, put
I
the
think
holes
my-
It
out.
takes extra time.
Yeah,
It takes
I
a lot of time.
Feed dog so messed up.
Yeah, you just keep telling the machine.
Mine's like that too.
I'll just keep blaming your machines. It'll be all right.
See what we have to deal with. Okay, so that is our update.
We had a really good time at market.
It was.
It was tiring,
Yeah.
but
We were exhausted
we
every
were
night.
exhausted.
Every night.
It
was
was.
good.
It was so much fun.
I tell them what my favorite thing I bought at market was.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing you bought at market?
Well, we stay at this hotel that has a restaurant attached to it,
So it's the Brewery in Franklin, Tennessee.
and it has this place called the Granite
City Brewery.
Brewery. So my favorite thing that I bought at market
Was
was a
beer.
growler full
Yeah,
of
it's
beer.
really cool. I should have gotten Hobby one, but he doesn't drink beer.
But it could put something else in it.
I
Or
drink
just
beer.
look up on the.
It's
look
very
at it on the
beautiful,
shelf.
and it was very yummy, and I enjoyed it.
And that's why she gets snarky.
That's why my comments
She-
get snarky.
We have to cut her off.
Yeah. We had fun. We laughed so
we
much.
did laugh so much.
It was, I'm like, I wish market was twice a year. So.
We're talking about that.
No, I thought it was really good. And I felt this year I was a little more knowledgeable, I guess, about things that were coming out and designers and what designs went to what designer. I don't really know things like that. I don't know what fabric I'm using. I don't know what threads I'm using. I just stitch what I like and go on about my way. But this year I was a little bit more prepared
Yeah.
and knowledgeable, I felt.
And we've got plans next year. We know even more prepared. But we had a good time, and thank you. And I will probably insert a couple of pictures from market and other things as well. So sorry for the delay in my posting of my video, but it's
It
just
happens.
been, it is what it is. But this summer, 14 weeks off. So, all right.
go.
Talk to you later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So we had a lot of fun at market. I could not have done it without Bridget and Lisha. They are just wonderful. We had so much fun. We have not laughed that much. Oh my gosh. First of all, my sister Bridget can be so incredibly hilarious. I think she had me crying at times. I was laughing so hard because she's just, she has a very dry sense of humor. And then Lisha is just very patient. She is very patient, but we had so much fun. And poor Sharon, she was off, retreating during all of this, and she would come in and see what we were up to. Please, beg us to please clean off the bed so she could go to sleep and things like that. But we had a good time. I cannot wait till next market. It was really a fun market. It was very exciting. Lots of people. It was great. So, all right, so let's get into my stitching. So I have been stitching like a crazy lady. Some of the people on Instagram are like, you are a stitching machine, and I have been. I decided that since spring break was coming up, I was not going to do anything but enjoy myself. I did not work. I did not, I mentioned earlier that I went to campus a couple of times, but I stayed home and I just enjoyed myself. Now, it was right after market, so every morning I was packing lots of orders, but once the orders were packed from that morning, then I would just take the rest of the day off and I would pack orders the next morning. So I was able to keep up with that, but I had fun. Okay, so my finishes, I've had several finishes since my last video. So one of the things I'm working on this year is the Under the Sea Sal. This was released in 2017 by Lakeside Needleworks, and I love this. Marine biology was my, first love, and I want to do this. I don't know what I'm going to do when I finish it, but I want to stitch it. So I've stitched the octopus in January, and I stitched the shark in February. And it was one of the challenges in the School of Magical Stitches. A scary monster. Jaws. On February 9th, I finished Brick House Sampler. This was my January 1st start in my Year of Brenda Gervais. And I've stitched this on 46 count beach walk from Under the Sea fabric, and I think it is beautiful. Can you see that? So I didn't finish it in January, but I did finish it soon. February 1st, my start was Indigo Lane, and I finished this on February 21st. And I love the colors. This is 40 count Forest Haven from Silk Weaver, and it is just beautiful. And it's the call for threads. On the 23rd of February, I finished the Lizzie Kate Summer Smalls. So I finished all 4 of them. And I'm going to finish these as little pin cushions. I keep doing that. I'm sorry. And then 2. This one was easy. Little bitty birds. 3. Oh, there it is. And the last one, 4. For bees. And then, let's see, my last finish for February was Red Reindeer. This is from Birds of a Feather. Is that right? I think so. And this looks like it would be really easy, but those letters can take forever. But thanks to School of Magical Stitches and Literature, I was able to get this done because we had a challenge at the end of February where we would get a point for every 200 stitches we would complete. And each one of these rows was about 200 stitches. And so I just stitched on this. It was part of my 3-day focus, and I just stitched and stitched until I finished it all. So that made me super happy. And that was my last finish for February. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes in February. Yay for me. All right. Okay. And then last night, I finished another 3-day focus. I love this. This is one of my favorite things I've stitched in a long time. This is Ghoul Tidings by Plum Street. It was in the 2013 Just Cross Stitch Halloween. It's now released as a chart, but it is absolutely beautiful. And I substituted some Victorian motto if I didn't have the colors. but I used the call for colors. That black is carriage black. Isn't that gorgeous? And I don't know what this fabric is. I showed this you may have seen it in the clip with Bridget and Lisha, but I've got to figure out what it is. I love this. This is one of those that you're just so happy when you're stitching it. It is beautiful. So those are my finishes. Oh, I have one more finish from last night because I finished that and I didn't have anything else to stitch and I wasn't supposed to work on anything else. So I decided to start something small. Priscilla's Pockets had released these at market several years. They weren't there this year. And I just think that bunny is so cute. So I just pulled it out and stitched on it while I waited for my kids to come home. And I finished my little bunny. It took me about an hour to stitch that. And it comes with the trim, so I'll just sew this up as a pin cushion in my next finishing day. I just looked at the homework for School of Magical Stitches, and we're taking classes. And we're given descriptions of our classes, which include arithmancy, Muggle studies, divination, study of ancient ruins, and care of magical creatures. And we can pick 3 or all 5 if we're overachievers and stitch 200 stitches on a project that we can explain how they fit into these classes. So I've got to start thinking about that. I've already thought of a couple of them, but this will be fun to do. To me, it's just a way to kind of work towards a goal, and I'm a goal-oriented person, so I love this. What I have listed that I'm supposed to work on because of my 3-day focus include, let's see, I have 3 projects. My first project that I will be stitching on this week, starting tonight, is Berry Collector by Nora Corbett. I think she is beautiful. Don't have very much progress on her, but here's my progress so far. So I'll keep working on her dress. Just love those colors. So beautiful, beautiful. And she's a fairy, so I should be able to work her into something easily in one of those 5 classes. Following that, let's see, is Jolly Joy Jingle. And Jolly Joy Jingle is a Raise the Roof design. So pretty. I have a few of these charts left in my shop if you're interested, and I do have them reduced because I had a lot of them. So Jen's Stitching Niche on Etsy. And I've got a lot of progress. I've gotten kind of the hardest part or the biggest part done, and now I can start working on the smaller part. So that's as far as I've gotten. But then it goes pretty quickly because I've done the Halloween one, Boo Scurry Yum, that goes with this. So cute. So that will be the next 3 days. Also within this week, I want to stitch on my Garden Club series from Blackbird Design. So here is my progress so far. I've gotten 8 of the 12 and about half of that 9th chart. And I'm stitching this on 36 count Autumn Blush from Silkweaver. And I'm doing a conversion to silks. So I'll work on that for one day. And it's a gardener, so I can probably work that into Muggle studies because, you know, if you could use magic, you wouldn't have to be out there watering your garden. There, boom, found that one. Okay. So, one other feature that I started in my last video and I haven't done is Enabler Scoreboard. So I have not purchased a lot cross-stitch wise this past month and a half. But I have gotten extras to go along with my stitching. And two new people get added to the board. First is Steph from Just Keep Stitching because I signed up for the So Much to Love Bag of the Month Club. And I love this. Absolutely love this. Isn't that cute? And then, so this is what I'm kitting my April. And the inside is adorable. And we get a little notions pouch. I just love this. So stuff gets added because of the cost. And I'm not putting the cost up. I mentioned this in my little snippet video with Bridget and Lisha. It's too embarrassing. I don't want to, just know that the ones that are at the top have made me spend more money than I should. The other people that get moved to the top of the list are Sunshine Stitchers. Because y'all know Gary has the bag of the month and I joined it. So this was the February one. And I like these. These are nice, big. I put multiple projects. These are good for carrying a bunch of projects to retreats. Is what I'm using them for. And I was so excited I got this one. And then I was watching one of the videos and Sheila and EJ were showing theirs with the butterflies. And I'm like, ooh, I love that. And I commented and Gary was like, oh, we have one in stock. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it. So there's two. And then the March, which is adorable. And you heard Bridget on my last video. She wants this. Maybe I'll give this one to her. I do love it, but she is all into Irish stuff. So, all right. So that's my enabling scoreboard. So I'll know it's going to be on the side. So you'll see that scoreboard as people are new ones and are moving into the enablement. Okay, let me think. Is there anything else I want to share with you? I thought I brought some stuff up here, but I guess I didn't. I think that's enough. This probably is longer than it should be, and it's very unorganized. So I'm not going to apologize for that because it's kind of the way my life has been. But I've missed you all. I've been watching videos, starting to comment more. This is just, you guys are my tribe. Keep me kind of focused on stitching. So I hope you all have a good week. My plan is to do another video next week, either Sunday night or Monday. All right, I'm going to wrap this up and edit all this mess together. There's going to be a not blooper reel on the end. I can make sure I have to say that. Bridget's two kids came in at the end and kind of wanted to be part of the video. So I'm going to put those clips at the end so you can see her kids. They're goofy. Gotta love them. But all right, well, y'all have a good week and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. This is Tyler. He wants to be in the video.
This is my baby.
Wait. My hair's messed up. Wait, we gotta do that again.
All right, now
I gotta sit up straight where I don't look quite so pudgy. Okay, this is Tyler, Bridget's son. He wants to be in the video. Say hi, Tyler.
Hello.
He loves to craft too.
Yes.
Tell her what did we get on the internet? What did you and I buy for you to do?
I like diamond dots.
Yeah, and it's of a dragon.
Ooh,
He's very
cool.
creative. He started drawing very early with a pen on my couch once. He drew a ghost on my couch.
3 ghosts.
3 ghosts on my couch with an ink pen.
Bad children.
Bad
Bad
children.
children.
And then here's another one. This is the other one.
Wait, Tucker, you can pinch them.
No, you can't. This is Tucker. He's the
They're not
taller.
wearing green.
He's my 13-year-old. Yes, see how tall he is.
Yeah,
That's
today's
down a
St.
little bit.
Patrick's Day. Hold on
They're
a
not
second.
wearing green.
Now, there we go. Today's St. Patrick's Day. This is my cool shirt.
That's awesome.
That's why they wanted to pinch everybody.
So I bought one for each of our family, and they all had to wear them, but Patrick had to work today.
Aw.
I'll tell y'all a funny Patrick story, St. Patrick's Day story. So I have a son named Patrick, and I have a son named Nicholas. Patrick's the older one, Nicholas is the younger one. When Nicholas was about 4, we were decorating for St. Patrick's Day, and he just begins to cry. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's like, why don't I have a day? Why are we giving Patrick a day? And I'm like, no, it's St. Patrick's Day. And he's like, I just think it's unfair. And he goes to his room.
Well, what's St. Nicholas?
Well, there is a St. Nicholas Day. It's December 6th. And I told him as a 4-year-old, I said, that's okay, baby. We will definitely celebrate St. Nicholas's Day. We have never celebrated St. Nicholas's Day.
That's terrible.
How old is he now?
He's 20.
16 years.
So yeah, I'm
That's a lot of
sorry.
years.
He's the second child. But I did buy him a Reagan shirt.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
what does he want?
For St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember this year. St. Nicholas's Day is December 6th.
All right, say goodbye, boys.
Bye.
No,
Bye.
I want to sit here.
Isn't he cute?
I'm cuter.